All right, so have you ever realized why are we paying for electricity and all that stuff, man? Even though you feel like you have no choice, which you do have a choice because you can walk, you can do a lot of things, right? A lot of this stuff is taken from us. A lot of people really don't even realize it. So I'm gonna go ahead and point it out. Like, why do airplanes drop chemicals in the air while they fly over, or dropping pesticides so high? When the wind hits it, it scatters it everywhere, so everybody's getting a taste of pesticide, or everybody's getting a taste of the fuel that is coming from the jet that they're releasing. Why don't they release it somewhere else? It's a whole bunch of variables. So they releasing it into the sky though. All right. Another thing, you have high loads, right? Forklifts. Now you can drive a forklift all day long. As long as you charge it with a battery. You charge it up, you can drive it all day. It goes up to 12 miles an hour. Actually, there are settings and placed on them to where how fast you can go. Let's take it even further. All right, to the little kids' toys, like the little Tonka trucks, little motorized little vehicles, whatever. They go like 12, 15 miles, whatever. Them electric go-karts and all that stuff. You can ride them all day long. Let the sun hit it or whatever, and it's recharged and you ride it some more. Why is it that we're all paying for gas and fighting over gas? I'm talking about people are going to war, and this is the kicker. We have gone to war over oil and natural resources. For what reason? When we could have invented something, God has given us the ability and the talent to create something to where we wouldn't even have to use that stuff. So it shouldn't have been no wars, because now that means a lot of people died for a pointless mission. A pointless battle claiming that it was in righteousness and out of some type of, quest for glory. It was really just somebody's greed to annihilate a whole bunch of people to sit themselves on higher. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a racket. And that's what a lot of these Masons and magicians, Egyptians, Babylonians, and all these people, they've been doing it for a long time. It's a racket. That's what Lucifer did to the third of the angels. He put them in a pyramid scheme. He was like, oh, look how God got it. All right, I'm just going to put these fools over here in a pyramid scheme, knowing I'm not going to be able to fulfill what I'm saying. It's not going to balance out because we're just going to go down. Everything's going to crash. Every big company that has done these pyramid schemes have all crashed. Well, the ones that couldn't be sustained or they got exposed too much. Too many people was blowing the whistles like, People was waking up like, The ship is crashing. I see what's going. I see where this is going. No. But here it is that we are glorifying these people and helping these people and paying these people. And most of them know it's a scheme. They know it's a racket. They know they're part of the pyramid. They trying to get theirs before it crashed. Like I said, Lucifer, who was the original who started this pyramid scheme, he knew he couldn't fulfill none of it. He was like, man, I guess I'll just be the king of hell. He wanted to be the king of hell. Then he's like, well, I can't be the king of heaven. I'll be the king of hell and be a god of the earth until my sentence come about, and then it's all coming crumbling down. It all comes crashing down. God said, Jesus Christ says, if anything is built not on solid foundation, on my foundation, it's going to crumble. It's going to crash. So here it is. The devil got all these people doing these same scheming little tactics. Charging us. You know what? The people at the top who run the gas, who's controlling these oil rigs and all that stuff, they set the prices. They decide how they're going to do the pricing or whatever. They raise it up real quick. They lower it down. They jack it back up whenever they see fit, just to mess with you, just to see how people are going to react, just to see how the quote unquote, how they say the rats and the mice, the hamsters are going to react. Now you'll be like, oh, well, I'm not a hamster. I make this X amount of dollars. But do you have $1 billion? Are you in that status? Because you're not changing nothing in the world. You're only in that little cell. You're in that core group. You're in a core group, and it doesn't add up. Now, there are multiple cells on all kind of levels. You're climbing your way up the ladder. How do they say Jacob's ladder? They're climbing your way up. How do they say corporate ladder? You're climbing up. So as many people you have to stomp on, kick down, do all that just to climb up. And then when you reach the top, it's all for nothing. It was all a scheme. It was all a lie. Like finding that finding that master, that ancient master. You know, oh, I gotta find the master, the great grand wizard master, or whatever you want to say. And when you find out, it was all smoke and mirrors. Like the Wizard of Oz, it was smoke and mirrors. He's not a great wizard. Like in The Last Dragon, there wasn't no great grandmaster. Now they try to say Jesus Christ is fake, which is clearly a lie, because there's clearly Hebrew Israelites. There were clearly people of that before that. There's clearly documentation of Jesus Christ being here and actually dying. There's documentation, it's like it goes further and further back. And they want to keep all that stuff hidden. Like, they want you to be like, oh, it's not, this is fake. It's not real. All this stuff is not real. But a lot of times people say that because they got word of mouth. They digest things without doing the history and seeking for the knowledge and gathering all the information. So a lot of people regurgitate what somebody else has said to them. They hear it, then regurgitate. Instead of they hearing it, going to the history, discovering, seeing what they were saying, and letting it line up and matching everything, they decide, oh, okay, well, it's from this person, it got to be true. And take off. It's false. Now, on my journey to figuring out about Jesus Christ and everything, I've discovered, truthfully, that God is real and is not a joke. And people are cursed. The devil's cursed. So if you're aligning yourself with the devil and any fallen angels and any entities that are not of God and walking in sin, you're cursing yourself. And you will reap what you sow. That's just how it goes. There's no way out of it. God is a just God. He gonna make you. Like he told Cain, you gonna get killed. I mean, you gonna get your just due now. I'm not gonna let nobody harm you right now, but you gonna get your just due now. You gonna bring your bloodline, and what did he do? He cut off that bloodline because it was a demonic bloodline. It was tainted by Satan. Cut it out. So just know that, man. God gonna get you. But stay to the core topic. We are spending astronomical numbers of money from another resource that is free, paper, to pay for gas. So we're paying for two things in one. We're paying for the paper because you got to work. So that's spending your energy. So they're taking your energy to make you work for something that should be free. All right. So you're working for gas that is a free resource that comes from the earth that God gave us. All right. You're working to get the money, which is another free resource because it comes from a cloth material, which is of God that's on the earth, which somebody just claimed as theirs. All right. You're also getting electricity that you're being charged for, which should be free. I mean, their scientists even said this should be free. That's why Tesla had to go. A lot of people had to go. Electricity, that comes from lightning and all that energy and stuff. That comes from God. All this stuff comes from God. Kinetic energy, that's in your body. That comes from God. Comes from you. So it spreads. That's the Holy Spirit. All that's energy. That's free. You walking around, you making heat, that's because your body is a conductor of energy. That's because the Holy Spirit is in you. That's all God. That's free. All right. Now you get charged For somebody to go steal minerals from the earth, dig up minerals, make it into an object, make it into a vehicle, and then charge you. Go buy, and how you gotta get that vehicle? You gotta go get the dollars. And where do you get the dollars from? By going to work for some company that's gonna drag you like a slave. and if you're not in line with being a slave for them and acting like how they want you to act, they gonna get rid of you. So you don't get the privilege of getting the money and all the resources. You're just another flying monkey. Now, you can, again, if you think about it, you have golf carts that run all day. Sometimes they run even longer than all day. And it has a solar panel. So you have to ask yourself, why haven't anybody came up with the concept of giving everybody vehicle solar panel so you don't have to pollute the air? They say all this what is it? Ecosystem and everything's being thrown out of whack and all that stuff. And they're so eco-friendly. Why doesn't everybody have solar panels on their car or electronic cars, electricity cars? Huh? They saying, oh, this oil stuff, man, is so bad and da 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 da. Everybody's fighting for oil. Take. And the oil is making your lungs horrible. The doctors even say it's terrible for you to breathe in. So why isn't doctors more advocates for solar cars, electric vehicles? All right. You can drive a high-low or a forklift and have no problems. Electric battery. Yeah. A battery. Man, you can use batteries for everything and it powers everything, but you can't use a battery to power your car. You need gas. I think that's a lie. I know it's a lie. All right, and to further extend that, it is a lie because we have electric cars. But there was another individual that had used canola oil, I think it was vegetable oil, canola oil, to drive cross country. And he didn't run out of gas, period. Now, this man disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. But I seen this man when I was in school, when I was young. I seen about this man. He came up with a car. Now, most of these inventors that come up with these things, they usually disappear after a while. They don't want them around. Like in most movies, they say that. Like Aaron Brockovich, like people that discover stuff and they be like, oh, look at this. They make sure they get rid of them. They don't stay in the light too long. Or any well-known inventor come up with something creative that can cancel out a lot of things. Oh, they try to keep them on hush. They want to bury them. They want to bury them bad. They don't want them around. And then you got the docile and the free fall flunkies who just go with the music. I don't want no problems. I don't want to be harmed. I don't want to be bullied. I just want to be friendly with everyone. I don't want to stand up for nothing, and I'm not going to say nothing. And these are ones of the reason why God said they sold themselves out to be a serpent. You are a serpent now. Bunch of vipers. You decided to give up your godly given position to be a serpent amongst a whole bunch of snakes. For what? Just so you can be cool, fit in with the crowd, you can blend. That's the definition of being a fool. But God said everybody ain't gonna make it in, so, whoever here, let them hear. Y'all have a great day, man. May Jesus Christ keep touching your heart, soul, and mind and spirit, and bless your temple for all the saintly and righteous and the elect, and to the ones who don't want to walk in the light. May God soften and release your heart from all that hardness and help you on your journey to be more in the light and righteousness. In Jesus Christ's mighty name I pray, amen.